Here's a question from the radical section. This was from our review, where it asks you to rationalize the denominator. In other words, get it so there's no radicals on the bottom. If it's a binomial like this one, then you need to take both top and bottom and multiply it by the conjugate. Now when you multiply it by the conjugate, you want to be fairly careful that I guess you get the right conjugate, but also when you're multiplying it that you do all your operations properly, signs and everything. So you have to be quite careful. So the conjugate is the same as this denominator here, except instead of a minus there, we have to put a plus. And we do that so it'll be a difference of squares, so things will cancel out on the bottom. Okay, so let's multiply the top. Remember, when you're multiplying radicals, you multiply, look for a sign, you look for the number out front, and you look for the radical inside. So root 6 times 6 root 2 would be 6 root 12. That's this one. Then root 6 times root 6 would be the square root of 36. Some people might skip a step and just write a 6 in there. That's okay. But if you're making any kind of mistakes with these, I would slow down and do one step at a time. Okay, now we need to FOIL the bottom. So 6 root 2 times 6 root 2 would be 36 root 4. And then 6 root 2 times root 6 would be 6 root 12. A positive 6 root 12. And then root 6 times 6 root 2, whoops, sorry for the noise in the background there. It's my speaker going funny. Okay, this one times this one will be a negative 6 root 12. I see those two are going to go. This times this will be a negative root 36. Okay, so they're all FOILed. So let's do a bit of simplifying up top here. Root 12, I see that 12 is the same thing as 4 times 3, so I could rewrite that. So it's like root 12 is the same thing as the square root of 4 times the square root of 3, or which is 2 root 3. So if you multiply the 2 by that 6 that was out there already, you'd get 12 root 3 plus, and the square root of 36 is 6. Okay, happy with the top. Now on the bottom, square root of 4 is 2, so 2 times 36 is 72. 6 root 12, yeah, these will cancel. Minus 6. Okay, feeling pretty good. I wonder what other kind of simplifying I can do. I guess I can subtract the bottom. So I have 12 root 3 plus 6 over 72 minus 6 would be 66. Now in terms of simplifying, I guess 6 will divide into all of those. So maybe a nice way I could do the top there is I could factor a 6 out. It would leave me with 2 root 3 plus 1. And then on the bottom, 66 is the same thing as 6 times 11. And there's a factor of 1, so I can eliminate that. And so I'm going to be left with 2 root 3 plus 1 over 11. And if you get to this point there, I'm good with that. If you wanted to split that up as 2 root 3 over 11 plus 1 over 11, that would be fine too. Okay, hopefully that helps you with that question.